But I know one thing, bitch. Before you go over there, bring your motherfucking ass over here, motherfuckers. Sister T is not interested. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Needs my help. And I have already discussed this. Behind the scenes, motherfucker. You behind the scenes, motherfucker. Cause Sister T ain't behind the scenes, motherfucker. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. You are the one that's creaming for a seat, not me. Behind the scenes, motherfucker. You got my own show, bitch. I don't need Gilbert. I don't need no goddamnAmisha over here, bitch. Or no goddamn body else, cause I got Sister T. Till behind the scenes, motherfucker. Bring your motherfucking ass. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Just to say that you know somebody. Bitch, I was born here. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Knowing somebody. The fuck? Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Have faith in yourself. And you wind up like a sugar and a Sister T. Follow your goddamn, I don't care who they are. Behind the scenes, I work for people. I do this. I tried to do it for a dumb motherfucker by the name of Kwamisha Brown. It chose to stab me in the goddamn back. And I chose to go and support my motherfuckers. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Yes, we all know. We've been through Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. For example, like a check in your boot. Let me tell you something, bitch. You was licking all between my motherfucking coochie before I kicked you out my motherfucking house, bitch. I recognize that you was a snake. I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna tell all of y'all. Right now, Sister T, behind the scenes, motherfucker, that's sure only bitches. I'm not on his chat, in his chat, because of you motherfuckers. I'm there to support. Sure, give a fuck what you niggas think about me, because first of all, you didn't give a fuck about me when he was coming after me, and vice versa. So what make me think you gonna care for me now, bitches? Let me tell you the difference between Suge and giving rings. Suge was honest with his shit with me, and so was Gilbert. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Motherfuckers that be in the chat, typing your goddamn ass off and all that shit. Fuck you, bitches. And I'm not saying, and let me tell you something. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. You bitches, it's because you didn't support. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. And bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches and niggas. Checking your boo, and you another. What's that other bitch? What's that bitch?
Behind the scenes, motherfucker. Behind the
What
scenes,
is that
motherfucker.
bitch name? Behind the scenes, motherfucker. Daughter of Zion. Listen, bitch, unblock me before you want to talk shit on me, hoe. Behind the scenes, motherfucker. You stinking ass bitches want to type me in the chat and talk all that bullshit about me, but block me where I can't respond for myself. Behind the scenes, motherfucker. Let me tell you, motherfucker, something. This is my goddamn platform. I support people because I support them, not because of you motherfuckers. Behind the scenes, you either rock with me or you don't. I don't give a fuck who you like. Now, daughter of Zion and you check your boo. Stay the fuck away from me, bitches. I don't care if you love Suge's dirty goddamn draws, bitches. Stay the fuck away from Sister T. Behind the scenes like that 5-0 hoe. When I see a snake with you bitches until you show me differently, you a goddamn snake. You started with me first, bitches. I ain't know you motherfuckers. And let me tell you something else, hoe. Behind the scenes, until you goddamn apologize to me, I don't give a goddamn who you apologize to for me. But until you apologize to me, fuck you bitches.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. I am your host with the most, Johnny Blaze, bringing y'all this Sunday afternoon content. And it's going to be my reaction to the white whitewashing our future. And shout out to Leticia's Third Eye Point of View for actually making 3 parts to this. Now, this is just my own disclaimer. We got, well, first off, before I get into all that, we got Nurse Petty up in the building. Chef X is up in the building. We got AC Walker up in the building. What's up with your man? We got Rachel Banks. Good afternoon, y'all. Hopefully all is truly well. All right. And I do want to put a disclaimer, right? I do have an open mind to certain things, and I'm looking to learn off of this documentary series that Leticia laid out. I've never looked at it. I did not look at it because I wanted to give y'all my raw reaction. So, fair use. This is for educational purposes only. All I ask is that, look, including myself, I'm gonna make sure to keep an open mind to what I hear. Okay. I have nothing against, really, to be honest with you, I have nothing against black people being with white people. That ain't none of my business. But I do understand that people are entitled to their opinions and their beliefs. So, again, just keep an open mind because I am.
Whitewashing Our Future, Part 2. I would recommend that you watch Whitewashing Our Future, Part 1, prior to watching Part 2, as this particular video will delve into how our men are whitewashing our future, how they are contributing by quote unquote swirling, like our women are contributing by quote unquote divesting from their own melanated.
Damn. And that's my look, swirling. I say, Lord Jesus Christ, swirling. I had to chuckle off of that part right there, Leticia, because I had just was talking about the swirl. And then here you go. You did this 2 years ago. You most definitely was on point with the swirl.
Men, this will go into how our men are treated by their counterparts, how they feel about their own women, and why they don't want to invest in dating or procreating with their own melanated women. In addition, part 1 goes into my personal background as to why I actually created a whitewashing series. Again, I do hope that you keep an open mind while you are listening to this video, and I hope you take away the importance of our need to maintain melanated relationships. Black men tend to use failed relationships with Black women, issues with their mothers, and/or cultural stereotypes in order to justify dating outside of their race. This is not.
Now, just off that point alone right there, I've never fed into that bravado of that because you do have a lot of Black men on out here that's probably do have mommy issues, if you want to call it that, but they still stuck with a Black woman. So that's not in all cases, but yes, in most cases, yes, that is the bravado that is used, right, for I guess their excuse to not want to deal with Black women. But see, this is how I look at this anyway, and this is just my opinion. If you don't want to deal with a Black sister, you just don't. My thing is, why have to come up with an excuse and try to sound all intelligent and all that other BS? Why not just simply say, I want to be with a white woman and that's it? Why do you even have to explain that in the first place is beyond me. But I guess.
Uncommon.
I don't date Black women now because of past experiences. They like to place that strong personality on you. And sometimes you just kind of, just like, stand in a woman's place. Why are Black women so angry?
Wow. This is going to be very, very interesting right here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not even going to lie, because to me, these black men sitting up here crying is going to have me laughing. This is going to have me laughing. This is a shame. I wouldn't be no grown-ass man getting on here talking about, the black women, they got strong personalities and they just need to shut up. Like, what? Like, bro, to me, and this is just my opinion, it just sounds like they just crying. What up with it, Julian? It just sounds like they crying. Like, bro, what is we doing here? You do know you can't, your mother is black. Hey, KTC, you do know that your mother is black. It's like, damn, is you overlooking that part? Oh, this is a documentary series that Leticia did on whitewashing our future. So it's a 3-part series that she did. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, damn, Leticia, like, what the
Was your mother angry? To a certain degree, yes. She had that anger inside of her, but she made sure that she didn't pass it on to me.
Cocky, sideways. I say a lot.
Run your shit, bitch!
That's why I love you.
I've been out with black women or approached black women, and before they even knew me, they said, how many kids you got? How many baby mamas you got? Dating outside my race, I haven't had no issues like that at all.
When you're kids, it's a psychological.
What? Oh my God, I need the sad music. Look, hey, EV, I need the sad music right now, man. All these, it's just a bunch of black men sitting up here crying because they may have had a certain part of their life with the wrong black woman. That don't mean that all black women is the same. Like, you can't be real. Hey, Miss Eve, how you doing? Happy Sunday. You cannot be serious with this. That is, man, this is some beta male bullshit right here. All this crime.
Imprint. What does that have to do with today? Now, with a black woman, I have this in my mind before I even talk to you. She's going to think I'm weird. And that bothered me a lot.
This is going to be for the black men that have relationships with white women. More specifically, the black men that unrealistically compare white women to black women in a negative way. Please stop using us to not only justify but project your hatred of black women because you either cannot acquire one or you cannot maintain one. Black women are queens. Hands down, point blank, period. And when you hop on the internet and unfairly, unjustly use white women to try to trigger black women and make black women feel some type of way about themselves, that only screams your inadequacies as a man.
I'm sorry, but I have to agree with what she just said. I agree with everything that she just said. That ain't no man shit of them, what they doing. That ain't nothing manly about that. I'm sorry. That's a bunch of bullshit in my opinion. Because then my thing is this. For one, why do you have to explain yourself on the rhyme or reason on why you want to be with a white woman versus a black woman? That's one. Number two, right? You're sitting up here shitting on a black woman, but you come from a black woman. And what's really weak about some shit like that is you will sit up here and even still talk about your own mama, which is a black woman, to strangers on the internet. You want to tell all the bad, but what about the good that your mother has done for you? It don't matter. You take the good and the bad, even with both parents. It don't matter. But you don't get a chance to just judge on the bad and then forget about all the good that she has brought to you. And see, that be the issue. Always drilling about the bad instead of really building on the good that you have in the relationship.
Because if this was just a preference, you wouldn't feel the need to degrade black women to justify it. Signed, a white woman that loves and adores all women, especially black women.
It is not uncommon for the female troglodyte to attempt to culturally appropriate themselves with the melanated people when with a melanated man.
Why you even here, bitch? This dumbass fat bitch over there. Why you here?
In the audience?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
This is offensive. Why are you doing this? Why are you saying what you're saying? Like when you said, I'm going to have a black baby and I'm not going to stop wearing braids. What did you mean by that? Like, why did you say that?
I can't relate to you. I can't relate to you.
Colonizer has utilized many tactics to keep our men and women divided.
Again, remember, the entire civilization is built on keeping the black man and the black woman apart. When I first came out doing the Black Man's Guide back in 1990, people was fighting with me. They was having protests. It was like that thing you saw there with Kavanaugh. People be outside pushing and shoving and getting stood. It was awful, okay? These are black women. That's what I'm saying. Everywhere I went, it was going on. And they was having town hall meetings about me. The whole thing. They had T-shirts. Right, all that stuff. And the band shirts out of I got one, I see. But at any rate, this went on for about 6 months. And then it took a curve.
I have to add this, right? And this just me. But haven't it already been interracial since before we was even born? When allegedly the slave masters was R-wording the black women and putting mixed babies even then. So what I don't get about all this then, right? Because it is really like you don't have a choice on how you're going to come out. Whether if you fully black, one parent black, the other one white, or the other one black and the other one is Chinese, or the other one black, or the other one is whatever. You feel what I'm saying? And if you y'all get where I'm going at with that, right? Like you don't have a choice. You don't. So I mean, I don't understand the logic of how people be really thinking. Like it's like it's almost as though it's that they on purpose try to divide the room. Like, what is there to divide? Okay, you got the best of two worlds. Okay. No fuss. But you got so many people that want to make a fuss out of nothing, man. This is ridiculous to me.
The women and the men started listening to me. The women and the men start coming to the meetings together and talking and trying to get things worked out. That's when they took me off television. Because the enemy is not going to let nobody put the black man and the black woman back together under no circumstance.
Statistically, the black man does marry black women at a higher rate than black women who marry black men.
See this? We want this. We love this.
Okay.
We need this.
Cool.
But this, yeah, we don't need this.
Oh, wow.
As a member of the African American community, we would like to humbly decline your offer. Since you don't want your own race, then maybe the Hispanics will take you instead. So sorry, you have been declined.
I think you missed a spot. Let me help you with that.
No, Sonny, I read all about you being ranked in the top 10 of good women in the world, okay?
Okay, Leticia say that one drop rule does not allow the best of both worlds. I can see that too. I can also see that too, though, Leticia, because it's still gonna always be some type of blowback, and it's like, but it's still nothing that you can do, though. You didn't choose to come into this world being mixed, being half white or half black. You don't. That part you don't have a choice in. So when people try to be all ignorant to the fact that's the part that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? And I can understand your point that the one drop rule does not allow the best of both worlds. See, I actually can understand that.
But unfortunately, I don't mess with poison. My mom always told me, take trash out, don't bring it in.
Oh my God.
Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
A viewer out there says, as an African-American man, says he regrets marrying his white wife because there are cultural differences, disparity. She didn't quite get his culture, not defending him.
However, black men are increasingly turning to the colonizer females as lifelong partners.
There was a brother, I don't say his name out of respect, but he was one of the first brothers, he
Wait a minute, AC. Let me see what you said. I'm sorry. I mean, for the guys to talk down about black women like they ain't shit, like they ain't worth it to be with them, this and that, and then say they want to be used as brunettes or blondes against the black women. No, I get exactly what you're saying, AC Walker. I get what you're saying. Not worth it. What's the word? But my thing is this: either way, I'm not gonna sit up here. If the whole premise with me is, I'm not gonna make up no lame excuses to tell y'all on what my rhyme or reason of why I want to deal with a white woman, or if it's a Chinese woman or a Mexican woman. Shit, you love who you love. My thing is, why is that to need? Why is it a need to explain yourself about somebody that you the one that's going to spend the rest of your life with? No one else has that choice to pick and choose on who you need. I don't give a damn about if you want to sit up here and say, well, we need to keep it black. Okay. You do your family like that. Everybody got their own family and can do it their own way.
Did this line, the swirlers, and he's just attacking black men, the swirlers. I never heard nobody even say that shit. I'm from Alabama.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
And things like that as a black man. Go ahead.
No, I think people use that when it's convenient for them. I've said that. I've talked shit. All of us do it, but I don't really give a damn either way. That's like whoever you love and whoever you fall in love with, that's for you. Like, it ain't nobody's business what makes you happy.
So I fell in love with children. I know I want to have a family. I get back and I meet a white young lady, right? And my job, I was working. We've been trying our damnedest to try to, get through this thing as a unit. And that's where we at 17 years later.
Mink.
The black man is also used for slave role play by their counterparts, just as black women are used for slave role play by their counterparts.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
What up with it, Prime Time B? You said KB loves his nobody. Hey, look. I don't judge. I don't judge Prime Time B. I really don't. You will never hear me judge no black man about who they love interest is, whatever color they love interest is. I'm telling y'all, I really don't give a damn about that. I'd be damned if I sit up here and worry about it that way now at all. Love who you want to love. You have the right to love whatever color that you so choose to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you won't get, that would be dumb of me anyway to be sitting up here trying to debate another person, whether if it's a black person, whether it's one of my black brothers. Who the fuck am I to tell them that they can't love a white woman? Who the fuck am I to tell them that they can't love a Chinese woman or a Mexican woman? That's not up to me. So when I hear people on the internet trying to, really shame people, that I just don't get that. It's not up to no, for one, it's never up to a stranger individual to tell you who you supposed to love in the first place. You love who the fuck you love. Damn. You got to go along to get along? Shit.
Did you ever have a white woman?
No.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Playful as a kitten, strong as a bull elephant. Good Lord, man.
No, now, Prime Time B, I'm not gonna deny that. Right now, that's a slippery slope too. When you sit up here and you disrespect your own people, and you with a white woman at that, it's almost as though that she's pulling the puppet strings on you, telling you to actually say this shit and it's okay. But in reality, it really ain't. And then you got to catch some type of backlash behind it. You feel what I'm saying? So no, Oh, trust me, I get that point right there as well. And the sad thing is that they got the right to say that shit. No matter how much we may not like it, though, they still got the right to their opinion. Look at the shit that Robert Griffin III is all in. What up with it, Blurred? Look at what Robert Griffin III is going through. The second or the third, one of them motherfuckers. So, but anyway, yeah, look at what he's going through, and look at the comments that he said about Angel Reese versus Clark. He's all for Clark, but you know the way he talking, it was like Angel Reese. Who is Angel Reese? Never heard of her. She's trash. Now, for that right there in itself, yes, Carlos was most definitely right about that. He is a cornball for that. But even though he is a cornball, he still got the right to his opinion nonetheless.
The melanated man is not above being used to fulfill the colonizers and the buffer classes' fetishes.
Like men because of the power dynamic, because white women have never had any power over men in their lives. Because obviously all the white men in their lives have always had all the power over them. So white women have whiteness over black men. And obviously to be in any sort of like control feels good, especially when you're used to never being in control. White women feel safe with black men, not only because of the hypermasculinity that they believe black men exhibit, but because of the whiteness and power they hold over black men. This is why also white women can still be racist and be with black men. And be like conservative white women will like marry.
That's pretty deep. A white woman that she's saying it out her own mouth, a white woman can still be racist while still being with a black man. Damn, that's kind of powerful right there. Because at no point that black man ain't gonna check her. Like, no, that could never happen. Like, no, that is a man, you're not gonna ever brainwash. No, I can't, no. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it, Keanu, but damn, fuck that. I don't give a fuck about all that part of it. Well, with me, if that was me in that situation and she being racist, that would have to be checked. Because then I'm gonna have to let her know, you see, I'm a black man. How the fuck is you gonna say that? And you done married a black man. Now, unless you want some power, you want some, other shit or whatever, let me know right now. We get this damn marriage annulled. We can hurry up and get a goddamn divorce because you got me fucked up. If you think you gonna be a racist while being with me, no. That can't happen. Pride Type B say slave masters had their way and still had those women and his kids on that field picking crop. Yeah, Pride Type B in that order, bro. In that order. This been like this way before we was even brought on this earth.
Married to a black man. And this is why white women love their black sons and hate their black daughters. Black sons give you access to the patriarchy. They give you power, whereas black daughters don't.
It's paradise. You could have a different man every night.
So your girlfriend gave you 60,000 euros?
Yes, 1,000 euros.
Oh, go there and have fun. I'm a woman, I'll go there and have fun.
When I read the papers back in the UK, I thought there might be an element of exaggeration, but then I get here and it really is the case. Hundreds of older white women with young black men. So, do you get a lot of female tourists come down here to meet guys?
Yeah, of course. Sometimes they are not good tourists, they are holiday makers.
What do you mean holiday makers?
Someone who kills you and leave you.
Like a sex tourist?
That's true.
They just come for the sex?
That's true.
So how does it feel then when women come, they have sex with you, and then you don't hear from them again?
It really hurts me.
Really?
Really hurts me.
Even if they...
Oh my God, what? in the bro? Are you for real? You really hurt when they leave and you already know, he that just hurt his heart, Leticia. Poor baby. Y'all shed some tears for this old crybaby ass man sitting up here talking about it hurt him. How the hell that's supposed to hurt you if you already know what they own in the first place?
They paid you some money?
I don't like it. I am looking for a good relationship.
Did you ever ask for money?
Never. I don't ask for money.
They just give it to you.
So what the hell is you so hurt for if you was getting money out the plate? Man, shut up. You getting money up out the plate. No, man, look, stop bullshitting. You was getting money up out the plate. Come on, man. And now you want to put on a real show. Oh, I was so hurt. They had sex with me and then they just left me. But they paid you. Fair exchange, no robbery. What is we talking about? Leticia said he probably hurt because the money is leaving with the white females. He was supposed to get he was supposed to get a nice little lump sum when they was here though, Leticia. Right, that's what I'm thinking though, Kiana. He took it. He said he never asked for it.
So, do you get a lot of female tourists come down here to meet guys?
Yeah, of course. Sometimes they are not good tourists. They are holiday makers.
What do you mean holiday makers?
Someone who came to you and leave you.
A sex tourist.
Thank you.
They just come for the sex.
Thank you.
Okay, so pay attention to that part. He already knowing what they be on when they get down there. He lays it out to the dude. So then if you, wait a minute, so this is how I'm calling cap on what he just said. If he already know what they own, once they hit the island, then how in the hell now you hurt? And just like you said, the money was leaving. Well, shit, like I said, you better have got one big lump sum then. Shit.
So how does it feel then when women come, they have sex with you, and then you don't hear from them again?
It really hurts me.
Really?
Really, really hurts me.
Even if they paid you some money?
I don't like it. I am looking for a good relationship.
Did you ever ask for money?
Never. I don't ask for money.
They just give it to you.
Now, he said that he never asked for money. He said he never asked for money, but then the guy say, they just give it to you, and then it cuts off. So you don't hear the response that he gives behind that. Now that, I don't know. That's up to anybody's interpretation with that. Because he says that he never asked them for any money. Right? He never asked. So then the guy on the back end say, you just took it. But then, like I say, it cuts off right there. So you can use your imagination to think if he did take it or not. You feel what I'm saying? Wait a minute, hold on. You said, man, he a grown baby. He a grown baby sounding nigga ass, sounding nigga, whiny ass nigga. Man, I just want to go home. Talking ass nigga. What's up with him, man? Man, AC, I don't know what the hell. I just seen it now. I don't know what the hell. JB, I think he's protecting himself because it may be illegal there. Okay, now that I could, right. You right, Leticia. You right. Good one right there, Leticia. You is absolutely right. It more than likely is illegal over there, and he don't want to incriminate himself on camera. So I get it.
Si la médica t'es fan, il faut la coller. Si ta bête est fan, il faut la coller. Même si ta cousine est fan, c'est la déjà. Faut pas la louper, parce qu'il vient de la baisser.
Karens tend to use their privileges to criminalize or even bring harm to the black man.
My house key right here. You see that it can you see it works with there? It used to work on the top lock, but she changed the lock. Right here. She changed the lock. I can't get in my own place. My name is on the lease. I have not agreed to move out, and she kicked me out. She won't. Now she opened the door. You see that? She opened the door. She took my stuff outside without my permission. I didn't ask her to do that.
Yes, me and my boyfriend, we got a big fight last night. He called the cops last night. He left last night. The cops said,
So-
saved for me, I should pack the bag. So when I looked at my ring camera, I saw that he left. I came back to the house, she was
You hear what she said?
here now, trying to get him, saying that he has to work again because he's on the lease. I've already talked to the landlady. I've already started paperwork for eviction and for a protection order, but I don't want to do it.
So wait. So you allowed your wife that's white to turn into a Karen on you? Is that what I'm getting? If somebody up in the chat, please, if I'm missing this. So your wife that's white turns into a Karen on you and then locks you up out of a house that you actually got the name on the lease. Wow, this is diabolical shit right here. God damn.
I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to go to jail. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh, Lord. Oh, man.
I don't want you with either of us, to either of us.
Hey, you might as well have stayed with a black woman for all that shit. Shit. At least the black woman wouldn't have called no damn police on you and locked you out no damn house or no shit like that. No, she would have did no shit like that now. See, that's what your ass get. You thought you was safe with that white woman, didn't you? And then she turned around and turned into a Karen on your ass and got to getting on the phone and calling the police and locked you up out your damn house, looking like a complete goofy. That's what you look like in this situation, is a goofy.
Knowingly degrading the black man because they know that they can.
So this is the one that I have. I met him in 2014, but he wasn't on the market yet. So in 2016, he was on the market, and I decided to see if it was a good investment for me. However, the timing wasn't really...
Wait. This black motherfucker gonna sit there and let her talk like that? Oh my gosh. Let me rewind. I'm gonna rewind this one again because see this. Oh Lord.
I met him in 2014, but he wasn't on the market yet. So in 2016, he was on the market, and...
Wait a minute, so why if you met him in 2014, he wasn't on the market until 2000? So what you trying to say? But yeah, like I was trying to say before, JB, like the time when I see someone on Twitter trying to shame a person who's in a relationship with a girl that he likes. Wait, man. Wait, no, let me rewind, because I want to rewind that part, because I want, he never flinched. He just sitting there smiling and everything, like everything is cool.
So this is the one that I have. I met him in 2014, but he wasn't on the market yet. So in 2016, he was on the market, and I decided...
What do that mean? Can somebody up in the chat tell me what the fuck do that mean? So I won't assume. Somebody please help me out with that part of it. She met him in 2014, but he didn't hit the market until 2016. Huh? He was in a relationship. Blur said he was up in a relationship. Okay. Because, I mean, I just don't want to assume, like, what? Because she looks like an older white woman at that. In 2014, you was in high school, AC Walker? In 2014? Okay, this was a TikToker trend back then when I made the video. You'll see another one after this. Oh, okay, Leticia. Okay, I got you now.
I decided to see if it was a good investment for me. However, the timing wasn't really right. So it wasn't until the beginning of 2018 that I purchased the
Purchase? Wait, I know damn well you didn't sit up there and eat that. What? Oh, wait, hold on. We ain't doing that. When that happened?
However, the timing wasn't really right. So it wasn't until the beginning of 2018 that I purchased the.
Wait a minute, she fed the dog first. Wow.
Asking about a boyfriend haul, and here is boyfriend haul. So I got him so long ago. I got him like about 16 years ago, but I had to return him one time. It was a long time ago, but I returned him. He came back better than ever. I like to go for like a chocolate on chocolate, so black on black. I love like purebred. This is a purebred.
I'm confused. What are we doing?
We're giving them a haul. So this is purebred Nigerian from the motherland. I don't like to crossbreed. We got the full Nigerian here. What else? One really good thing about this one is it cooks, it cleans. Actually, no, it doesn't cook. I take that back.
It cooks, it cleans. And these motherfuckers are sitting up here laughing at it. This is unreal. This is unreal. Man, the way, oh my goodness. Oh. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, he's being better than me because I'm not gonna let no woman talk to me like that. Now we not even gonna play like that. I don't play. I don't do right. Sitting up here smiling like a motherfucker, talking about some what we doing, and they gonna just sit there and take the disrespect. Man, damn that. Damn that, you not gonna disrespect me that way, and then I'm supposed to sit there and smile throughout all that shit. You literally disrespecting the fuck. It cooks, it cleans, it. First off, boy, I was about to say some other shit. Let me calm down. The fuck you mean it?
That's next season's, but not this season's one. We're working on it.
I do everything.
No. We're not doing that one. No. What the fuck? Get your ass up, black man. You don't let her put no damn leash on your neck like that. What in the hell is wrong with you? I don't care nothing about all that playing and all that. No, that can't happen right there. That looks sad right there. And making a spectacle out yourself with everybody just looking and they sitting up there laughing. Ha! You on all fours for this white. Lord Jesus.
The cave woman is responsible for a countless amount of our Black men being unjustly murdered.
The coma with his wife who won't tell his family why he's in a coma.
My outfit that I'm wearing. Can someone take a screenshot?
It's just heartbreaking. Everyone is just so devastated.
This trio was very close to 27-year-old Christian Obumseli and his girlfriend, who they've identified as 25-year-old Courtney Clenny, an OnlyFans model and Instagram influencer. So when police reported that Obamseli was fatally stabbed by Clenny on Sunday inside their Miami apartment, the friends were left speechless. They portray a very violent relationship at the hands of only one person.
I've seen her hit him. I've never seen him hit her.
Officers say there was a struggle before Obamseli was stabbed in the shoulder. He died at the hospital. Investigators are still trying to figure out what happened and if Clenny acted in self-defense.
From what we've personally experienced between the both of them, we believe that like Christian wouldn't put her in a position where she would need to stab him to protect herself.
Here's what happens. When you are a black person, and let's say if your preference is white women, you don't have to put down black women to make your preference white women. All right. Just like for me, African American women are my personal preference, and then it would be somebody else in the diaspora would be number 2. Okay. In white would definitely be last, right? But let's just say if I'm in a room full of white people, do I need to make them know that, by the way, I would never date none of y'all. I only would date the women from my community. It's number one, nobody asks you, it's unnecessary. Okay. You don't have to disrespect other people for your own preference.
The caucus woman is aware that her species is dying off and is intentionally setting out to procreate with the melanated man.
We're here with
Emily B.
Emily B. Where are you from, Emily?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, that's awesome. So for you, black guys or white guys?
Black guys.
Okay, can you elaborate as to why specifically black guys?
Yes, black guys are melanated, and I want my children to survive. And I know that the only way for them to survive in the future is for them to have melanin in their skin. So that's the way for me to, make my legacy continue. Make my legacy continue. Make my legacy continue.
Well, I can't do nothing but respect her answer. I don't have to like it, but at least she was honest about it, or whatever the case may be. But that's probably if I'm going to put a percentage on it, it's probably like 75% of the Caucasian women that probably think the same way as she does. Probably. And I'm just, throwing out a number. It's all alleged anyway.
According to the United States Census Bureau, by the year 2042, Caucasian people in America will be the minority. By 2042, you're dealing with people whose bodies cannot sustain life. Right now, more white women's wombs are not able to hold a baby up to 9.5 months. They're having miscarriages. So they're having more deaths than births, according to the United States Census Bureau. When you're dealing with a group of people who look at their livelihood and it is dwindling, there are actions that need to be taken. So not only do we have the black women being encouraged to have hysterectomies, but we have the white women being encouraged to have more children. You have the abortion clinics in 78% of the inner city neighborhoods, while you have the majority of fertility clinics in the rich neighborhoods. You have body parts. Black women are being encouraged to get hysterectomies, but those hysterectomies are not being petitioned to be received by trans men. It's very deep. Wow. Very deep. I know.
Right, Leticia. I can't, what? A lot of people get mad at people when they actually be real. You feel what I'm saying? Like, okay, fine. I can't even get mad at her response though at all. You know what I'm saying? She had every right to respond it the way she did. But I still look at the premise of this. Why do you have to even explain it in the first place? You want to be with who you want to be with. That's it. That's all. Yeah, I appreciate just the honesty about it, though. You feel what I'm saying? Because, when people ain't honest, and then you have to figure out man, I don't even want to go through all that type of shit. Oh shit! Here come Carlos.
Curveball. I know. That's a good term.
I cut off all my bitches. My child to look like me. Every intelligent person wants his child to look like him. I'm sad because I want to blot out my race and lose my beautiful identity. Chinese love Chinese. They love the little slanted-eyed, pretty brown-skinned babies. Pakistanis love their culture. Jewish people love their culture. A lot of Catholics don't want to marry another Catholic. They want the religion to stay the same. Who want to spot up yourself and kill your race? You a hater of your people if you don't want to stay who you are. You shame what God made you. God didn't make no mistake when he made us all.
This is why I be against interracial marriages, interracial relationships, because they don't give a fuck about you. They're literally using your genetics to keep their gene living.
But let's be honest. You trying to be against interracial dating, then blame the slave masters that was already having sexual relations with the black women then. Because that's allegedly where it stemmed from in the first place. What about the origin of where it all started? allegedly, it all started with the slave masters. Well, either way, taking it or they getting it willingly, it that part I get. It was a mixture. It was a mixture of both. If they didn't give it up, they was gonna die. You know, things like that. You feel what I'm saying? But either way, it started with the slave masters allegedly, right? Because it had to start from somewhere. Yeah, it was forced, but it still started nonetheless. I mean, I'm not mad about her talking about surviving, but when she said it in a way, it's like, okay. Okay, Leticia, you said I gotta watch part 3 for that answer. Okay. All right, so you got where I was going there with it. Okay.
It's breeding. It's called breeding.
Biracial children tend to suffer from identity crisis.
Show our people how the mixed breeds help the white man to tell the lie that ancient ancient Cometian civilization was white civilization, and the race wars that took place that have created the confusion that we see today.
Okay, hold on. What that means, hold on. Here's something. This is really important. What black people have to start doing is we got to start telling the truth about ourselves, and it's not going to always make us feel good.
That's right.
Okay. And so everything about ancient Egypt was not, just beautiful, this, that, and the other. We made a lot of mistakes. And the number one mistake that we made, we did take white wives. And because we took white wives, we began to make mixed breeds. And those mixed breeds, if you read Chancellor Williams, The Destruction of Black Civilization, page 295, he's the one who talks about it best. Yeah, the mulatto problem.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Mulatto problem. Mixed breeds would be created amongst us and how they would be used against us. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
And it has not changed. The ones you have to watch out for are the mulattoes. Racially, you're a double agent. You can come amongst me and say anything. Yeah, brother, I'm with you. Yeah, But then you also, in your mind, you're not going to deny half of yourself from me. I had a mulatto girlfriend who grew up in this conscious community, came up under Dr. Leonard Jeffries, Dr. John Henry Clark. I ain't gonna name no names, but she said something that blew my mind because I knew her in the movement all of these years. And she said something to me a few months ago that blew me. She had a German father who she never knew and never met. She's a beautiful girl. But she said something that blew me away. We were sitting in my home and she said, well, I can't deny half of myself and who I am. And I'm like, you know what? I'm with you. The people who have to understand that is us. You understand what I'm saying? We have to understand.
You just wasn't never black enough. And then you weren't never white enough, so you weren't confused. Mulatto niggas. I know you niggas very well. Most of you niggas are confused. Y'all niggas always mad. Y'all niggas always find a struggle. Y'all always find something to get into. Because probably your white granddaddy said he hates your black hands. And and then the niggas you knew in your family that was black never respected you enough. So you was just always a fucked up, mad, angry kid. So I get it, nigga. You always mad. Kudos to you, nigga. Go to council.
So the NBA draft is this weekend, right? And this tweet has gone viral, and especially in the quote tweets. Now, I thought it was just this one little clip of this guy's family, but no, it was a pattern of the same makeup. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the jokes, y'all. Baltimore biracials, Memphis mixed, Houston half and half, the Louisiana light skin, Jaden and Jalen convention at this point. We are headed to extinction. Curry, Clay, close the portal. National Big Lotto Association. They integrated the league only for it to return back to its original color. White blonde mom with a black bald dad. LOL, I thought y'all supported their preferences. The prophecy is being fulfilled. Black men making friends complain about biracial light-skinned men taking over like they aren't the reason for their existence.
It is not uncommon for biracial children to experience racism within their own families, even from their caucus mothers.
And now that is true. That is very true. Because I remember my mama always used to tell us, you better not bring no white girl to my damn house. And my brother, one of my brothers did date a white woman or whatever the case may be, and he ended up getting her pregnant, right? So at that point, my mama had to put her bias aside, but at the same time, it is what it is. She still deep down gonna always feel a way about that. But she had to put all that aside because it wasn't about, basically her beliefs. It was about loving your grandchild. So yes, that is absolutely correct. It can be within your own damn family and even your own mother having a problem with it. Yeah, but right, exactly, Evie. You shouldn't need no reason, but I feel like they putting down their own race, then that qualifies a conversation. No, and I agree with that, Evie. I mean, yes, it's up for interpretation, and everybody's opinion about it is welcome. You know what I'm saying? To me, ain't no right or wrong opinion about this, though. You feel what I'm saying? Not to me.
Children who have white mothers tend to be more exposed to internalized racism and colorism because of the lack of intersectionality among white feminists.
People are like, yeah, children with white moms tend to be a little anti-black. And I was like, shoot, I got a white mom. I will admit that there was some definite anti-blackness like stuff when I lived with my white mom.
My grandmother sees my brother's shirt and he's wearing a shirt that looks just like this with Malcolm X and the rifle. And my grandma is like, really? Malcolm X with a gun? So violent.
It's the shocking moment a white woman said this to a black bakery worker in New York City.
Why? Because he's a bitch.
The video, recorded by a bystander, showing the woman denied service by the employee after refusing to wear a face mask.
I can't wear a mask, sir.
Security at the scene attempting to de-escalate the situation, but things took a turn when the woman hurled a racial slur.
Ma'am, he's not going to sign it, so please leave.
Why? Because he's a bitch.
Oh,
that's what he is.
The woman doubling down on the racist insult next to children that appeared to be with her.
Predominantly white area in a country that's controlled by whiteness. The information that you receive about black people from society is all just stereotypes. This is what can cause them to begin to see their blackness in a negative light, because no one at home is mentioning their blackness and how it's powerful and beautiful.
White women don't have any internal power. They wield the power of the men around them, their husbands, their fathers, their sons. White women didn't have autonomy for a long time, so we were taught to sexually exploit ourselves and emotionally manipulate those around us in order to do the things we wanted to. White women do not teach their daughters about internal power. It is not something that is passed on, and due to that fact, white women are intimidated by and jealous of the divine feminine within the indigenous and black communities and the internal power that brings with them. It's one of the reasons that white women are clamoring to appropriate looks and lifestyles that they have been oppressing for centuries. It's also one of the reasons that white women tears are what they are, and the angry black woman trope works. It makes the white woman the victim, and it covers up the black woman's power as unjustified anger. I said what I said.
It is on us. We must end the self-hate and self-destruction.
Leticia, I most definitely agree with that sentiment that you said at the end. It starts with you, right? And man, look, again, I'm not here to tell nobody on who they supposed to date and this and that and the third, and you won't get no judgment up out of me, because at the end of it, it's all about what you prefer. It's all about you. So now we do have two more parts, because like I said, it's a 3-part thing. Take a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll be right back. We're going to get to part 2 after this.
And I know one thing, bitch. Before you go over there, bring your motherfucking ass over here, motherfuckers. Sister T is not interested. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Needs my help, and he and I have already discussed this. Behind the scenes, motherfucker. You behind the scenes, motherfuckers. Cause Sister T ain't behind the scenes, motherfucker. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. You are the one that's creaming for a seat, not me. Behind the scenes, motherfucker. You got my own show, bitch. I don't need Gilbert. I don't need no goddamn Juanisha over here, bitches. Or no goddamn body else, cause I got Sister T. Till behind the scenes, motherfucker. Bring your motherfucking ass. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitch. Just to say that you know somebody. Bitch, I was born here. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Knowing somebody. The fuck? Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Have faith in yourself. And you wind up like a shoe. And Sister T. Follow your goddamn body. I don't care who they are. behind the scenes, I rock for people. I do this. I tried to do it for a dumb motherfucker by the name of Kwamisha Brown. It chose to stab me in the goddamn back. And I chose to go and support my motherfuckers. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Yes, we all know. We've been through Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. For example, like a check in your boot. Let me tell you something, bitch. You was licking all between my motherfucking coochie before I kicked you out my motherfucking house, bitch. I recognize that you was a snake. I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna tell all of y'all. Right now, Sister T, behind the scenes, motherfucker, that's sure on the bitches. I'm not on his chat, in his chat, because of you motherfuckers. I'm there to support. Sure. Fuck what you niggas think about me, because first of all, you didn't give a fuck about me when he was coming after me, and vice versa. So what make me think you gonna care for me now, bitches? Let me tell you the difference between Suge and giving rings. Suge was honest with his shit with me, and so was Gilbert. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Motherfuckers that be in the chat, typing your goddamn ass off and all that shit. Fuck you, bitches. And I'm not saying, and let me tell you, bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Do bitches, it's because you didn't support. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. Bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches. And bring your motherfucking ass over here, bitches and niggas. Checking your booth, and you another. What's that other bitch? What's that bitch? Behind the scenes, motherfucker. Behind the what scenes, is that bitch name? Behind the scenes, motherfucker. Daughter of Zion. Listen, bitch, unblock me before you wanna talk shit on me, hoe. Behind the scenes, motherfucker. You stinking ass bitches wanna type in the chat and talk all that bullshit about me, but block me where I can't respond for myself. Behind the scenes, motherfucker. Let me tell you, motherfucker, something. This is my goddamn platform.
Wait a minute, Leticia. You know what? Wait a minute, hold on. I thought I played one. Damn. You know what? I didn't mean to play it out of turn like that. Damn. That's my bad. That's two. Yeah, let me play one. You right. I don't know how I thought I had actually pressed the first one. Damn. I done messed up, y'all. My bad. But no, we gonna play the first one now then. We gonna play the first one now.
Whitewashing our future. What does that mean? Where does
I missed it then, Evie. My bad. I missed it.
Well, I'm going to answer a lot of those questions in this brief video. Why? Why did I make a video about whitewashing our future, divesting, swirling? The reason I created this video is because I am a product of interracial relationships. And sometimes we tend to only see things from one perspective, but I want to show you the perspective of the quote unquote biracial or multiracial offspring. Because in my opinion, all too many times we are hearing out those who want or don't want interracial relationships. And I don't think we put enough into hearing out the outcomes of those relationships and how those offspring are affected and how our entire melanated community is affected by divesting and swirling. And I think for me, it only comes from a place of selfishness when we only think of how pleased we're going to be, how we're going to have this peanut butter babies with quote unquote good hair. That comes from a place of selfishness. It doesn't come from a place where you're actually thinking of the child you're going to bring into this world and how they're going to be affected by it. In addition to so many other issues with this whole divestment movement, you've got people disrespecting their own, which is a form of self-hate, at the expense to date someone else. You got people who are getting involved in slave role play, like out in the open. There's no shame. You also have men and women ending up dead at the risk of going on dates with someone outside of their race. Not to say it doesn't happen within our own, but unfortunately, this happens all too much within those mixed relationships. Keep in mind that the colonizer intentionally would mix with the Aboriginals to create division within that tribe or that group of people in order to create mulattoes that would then also create confusion amongst their people. And that is an art and a strategy of war that has been used for hundreds and hundreds of years. So we can't act blind and nonchalant about interracial dating as though it has not been used as a war strategy. We know that their numbers are declining.
Now, I do agree with a lot of points that you just said on that, Leticia. What I mean, so okay. I guess the way that this is real heavy, right? Because it's some merit to a lot of what she just said, right? My thing is, what is a solution to it though? I say like this, right? Just because you marry outside of your race or you date outside of your race, no, that doesn't give you the right to disrespect your own race and then do it off the expense of your white counterpart. No, I don't condone that at all, right? I don't, because it sends a bad message. Now, it'd be one thing if you already with a black woman, you with a black woman, then that's one thing. But for you to sit up here and do it with a white counterpart, knowing that you're basically giving them the green light to disrespect who? Your own people. You can have a dislike for your own people as far as what they do without the disrespect and not coming off like, you really hate your own damn kind. See, it to me, it's all about your approach and your delivery on what you say on certain things. You say things with a lot of hate, a lot of people gonna look at you a certain way. And look, Carlos, I totally agree with you with Robert Griffin III or the second. That man is a straight up cornball. I understand praising your significant other. I get it. But when it's off the expense of you trying to showcase your white wife in front of the world like you done made it or some shit, but in reality, though, look at the ridicule and what you putting your own self through with being with that white woman or vice versa. Now, I don't give a damn what race you want to date, but you should never give your significant other, whether they white, Mexican, Chinese, whatever, right? No green light to disrespect your own people. By you doing it, that man, this shit is heavy. I'm telling you. Shout out to Leticia's third eye point of view for this content. And if y'all not already subbed up to it, I know most of y'all up in this chat is already subbed up. But for the ones that's not subbed up, y'all go sub up to Leticia's third eye point of view. Leticia, you already know you can drop your link to your channel at any time.
And in order for them to survive, they must do what they have to. And that means creating spawn with black and melanated people, then they have no problem doing so. It's survival of the fittest. Make sure you watch this video.
I won't deny it. Dr. Umar, in a lot of ways about this situation, is right, Carlos. I most definitely can agree to that. Never would take that away from him. The only thing that I have a trip about is just that scam and bullshit. But otherwise, as far as his talking points on that, he on point with it. And I can't sit up here and say, no, he ain't.
With an open mind and a perspective outside of your own in order to understand the importance of how this ultimately affects the melanated Aboriginal community. the colonizer realizes their race is coming to a point of extinction.
Again, remember, the entire civilization is built on keeping the black man and the black woman apart. When I first
Now, Carlos, I need you to admit to me though, right, that Dr. Umar is using this is power influence for the wrong reasons though. Now, although he may be able to point out a lot of things that is wrong and that he didn't called out, he's using his influence and all of that for his own agenda, and it's not bearing any fruit. Now, again, you know what type of example can I lay out for you so you can really understand? You know, you can talk all that good talk all you want and be right about a lot of things that you say. All alone, that's the smoke screen for him to get donations and then get his name up. So then that way he could capitalize off of it. You feel what I'm saying? He's using one to gain more out the other. You feel what I'm saying? And then look at it now, 10 years plus. This man has been able to use what he knows and everything he be on point with, and able to use that to play on the people's heartstrings about really doing for his own community. Whole time, he ain't doing nothing for the community. He doing it for self. Just saying, that's just the way I look at it, bro. I mean, whether you admit it or not, bro, again, I can also say, yes, he has good talking points on the black people. You feel what I'm saying? And what's been going on. I can't take that away from him. But, bro, it kind of messes it up when you sitting up here using that as a game to sit up and scam people out of money for a school that ain't gonna never get put up.
first came out doing the Black Man's Guide back in 1990, people was fighting with me. They was having protests. It was like the thing you saw there with Kavanaugh. People be outside pushing and shoving and getting through. It was awful, okay? These were black women. That's what I'm saying. Everywhere I went, it was going on. And they was having town hall meetings about me. The whole thing. They had T-shirts. All this stuff. Band shirts. I got one, I say. But at any rate, this went on for about 6 months. And then it took a curve. The women and the men started listening to me. The women and the men started coming to the meetings together and talking and trying to get things worked out. That's when they took me off television. Because the enemy is not going to let nobody put the black man and the black woman back together under no circumstances.
You're a black girl and you like yourself some white chocolate, use this sound. Because some of those white dudes be in the background. If you're a black girl and you like yourself some white chocolate, use this sound. If you're a black girl and you like yourself some white chocolate, use this sound. If you're a black girl and you like yourself some white chocolate, use this sound. If you're a black If you're a black girl and you like yourself some white chocolate, use this sound. Because some of those white dudes be in the background, not really knowing if y'all like us. We ain't shoot our shot. If you're a black girl and you like yourself some white chocolate, if you're a black girl and you like yourself some white chocolate, if you're a black girl and you like yourself some white chocolate, use this sound.
They tend to lure you in because you think it's that pretty white skin. Slave role play is not uncommon when it comes to a colonizer being with a melanated woman.
How you doing? Well.
Wait, hold the fuck up. You put your piss up in a glass and she just drinking it and laugh. I'm not ever playing like that. I don't care nothing about no TikTok, none of that old goofball shit. I'm just not playing like that. And right there for her to be laughing like that as a black woman, that in itself is shameful. She should have splashed his ass with his own goddamn piss. What type of bullshit is that?
the symptoms of self-hate are also evident.
In my opinion, should no black person never even have to go through that in the first fucking place? How about that? How about you could be a black person through and through and still have some type of self-respect for yourself? What type of goofball shit is this? Ain't no self-respect for your own self. I don't give a fuck what color you is. Should no motherfucker ever think it's okay to play like that? The fuck is really going on here? So it's okay to play like, man, fuck that. And it most definitely looks even worse when it's a white man doing it to a black woman. And that black woman sitting up there laughing and just cheesing. But you just drunk the white man piss.
Everything is black guy, never will. They all call me racist. I am not racist. Yeah. I've only had a white mix with me, and that's how, like, they all call me racist. I am not racist just because black guys are ugly together. That doesn't make me racist. Personal preference. You know what I mean? I date who I want to date. I hate when black guys try to hit on me. I hate when Mexican guys try to hit on me. No! Hot, sexy white guys only. Right, Patrick? Yeah, I like that. Good.
Right. That's what that's why I ain't bringing no race into this. It's all about self-respect. You think that white man would have, how you think that white man would have played with her if she would have did the same thing to him? You think about her being a black woman and he a white man and she would have put some piss up in a cup for him, you think he would have laughed that shit on off, or he would have been trying to beat the shit up out that woman? Now I ask y'all that. Do you think the black woman wouldn't have been able to get away with putting piss up in a glass for that white man? Huh? I'll wait. You think that white man would have sat up there and been laughing and chuckling and all that old goofball shit? I don't think so. The fuck? No type of self-respect for themselves.
Jason, have you ever hooked up with a black girl?
I have.
Oh, you said yes. Actually,
Darker than me, the sweeter the is.
what? And actually, Patrick, I'm not black. I'm tan. I'm dark tan.
Big mouth NASA. 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 Big mouth NASA.
When you realize you are just the white man's fetish.
If we lived in the exact same place, Kentucky, 70 years ago, would you date me?
This is a trap.
No, it's not. Would you?
Gabby, wait, at the
Would you
time
date me?
it was illegal. So I mean, what are you?
Oh, that's the politically correct way to answer that. You just didn't want to come out and tell that black woman, hell no, you black bitch. I wouldn't even have looked at y'all to spit on you. But he so-called said it the politically correct way, huh?
Is that a no?
Well, listen, I don't break the law, okay? That's not a thing that I do.
Oh, so you don't break the law. Oh, well, dig that. White man don't sit up here and break the law. He wouldn't have never broke the law and dated outside of this race back then in those days. Damn. Well, shit, hell, y'all was able to break the law. Y'all was forcing yourselves on the black women back in those days. So what you mean? Y'all was above the law. So that's cap right there. Now, this is my opinion. Even if it happened 70 years ago, no, he wouldn't have been dating her. He was right. He would have forced himself on that woman. He wouldn't have had to date her. Because back then, the white man got away with every goddamn thing. They wasn't regulated. They was able to do to black people however the fuck they want to without penalty, ladies and gentlemen. So no, he was right. He wouldn't have dated her. He would have forced himself into that black woman, and it wouldn't have been nothing she could do about it. Y'all hit that like button if you're picking up what old Johnny Blaze is putting down.
Kevin Blackson, I saw your little weak comeback where you said I smell like a wet dog. My dog's wet. It smells amazing. Yeah, kissed her. That kind of stuff right there. Also, I heard you said I won't say the N-word back to you. You dared me. I ain't gotta say it back. My lady will say it for me. I got a down-ass chick. Michael Blackson, you punk ass. Nigga. Ho. Michael Blackson, you bitch ass. Nigga.
You know what? This Gary Owen, I've been felt a certain way about. He thought he was a part of the black culture because he got him a black wife. Yeah, this is another slick one right here. And sister, you fell right for it. And you think that type of shit is funny? This, your own husband, Gary Owens, just embarrassed you in front of all the black people like that. And look at you. You buck dancing like a motherfucker. Thinking that, yeah, it's just a joke. Yeah, you know, no. He's inadvertently embarrassing you all on social media, getting you to say that goddamn word, nigga. Boy, this is some bullshit right here.
God, I wish I could say it. I'm in some dinner, baby. No, wait. It's not about you. It's about that black nigga.
When white Jesus is my savior complex starts showing.
Wait, EV, you said you think they got a divorce? Oh, well, that's good then, because that sister, maybe she came to her senses. Maybe she came to her senses if that's true. If that's true. I'm not even sure about that. I thought he was still with still married to his black wife. He said he only been with one white woman. Man, Carlos, now, I call cap on that, man. I call cap on that, man. I think he'd have been with more than just one white woman. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they divorced? Good for that sister to lead that motherfucker right there, because see, this right here ain't a good look. Well, you may believe him, but I don't. I think he cap on that shit. They are divorced, but he has a new black woman. Yeah, new black woman, Leticia, to sit up here and ridicule the same way he ridiculed the first black wife.
She had a weird conversation with me, like 2 months into us dating. It made me think that she had some like different motives to dating me. Made me uncomfortable. She was like, Jeff, I'm happy to finally be with a white man. Black dudes, you can't trust them. They're just gonna cheat on you. They ain't.
You know what? That part is actually applies to all races. Okay? It applies to all races. So I hate when people say, I hate when black women actually say that type of thing, because you don't think your white counterpart can't cheat on you too. I'm just saying. You think the white man can't cheat on you? You think the white man could be a rotten son of a bitch the same way as you lay it out for a black man? I mean, what's really going on? That type of thing has no color. It don't matter what color you is. You could be a white piece of shit. You could be a yellow piece of shit. You could be a brown piece of shit. It don't fucking matter. Don't matter what, you know, man, let me shut up.
You know how uncomfortable you feel right now? Imagine how I felt. This is in real life for me. This is just a story for you. I felt uncomfortable. I didn't know what to do. So I talked to a black friend of mine. His name's Josh. I was like, Josh, told him the whole story. He's like, Jeff, I'll tell you what you got to do, but you might not like it. I'm like, all right, let me have it. He's like, Jeff, for the culture, you got to cheat on that. That's what.
He said, for the culture, you got to cheat on that. Now, do y'all see what the fuck is going on here? For the culture, you got. Now, what type of brainwashing bullshit is that? That if you ain't got the common sense that God that gave you, it ain't got nothing to do with if you a black man or cheating on a black woman. It can happen in every race. Come on, this is some straight up brainwashing bullshit right here. Come on, man, I don't give a fuck about it being no damn skit or not, because I'm sure this is a skit, because this can't be real. The black man tell the white man, do it for the culture, you got to cheat on the bitch. So now you disrespecting the black woman, all account of why? Because she with that white man, and it makes it better for you to say that to the man. Y'all both is disrespecting each other right now at this point, and it's sickening. Yeah, I thought so, Leticia. I thought it was a skit. But I mean, I just can't play, like something like this. I just can't play I can't play like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't make sense. Right, but is that a good thing, Carlos, or a bad thing? Because at the end of the day, bro, that ain't the type of message, even on a skit, that I would want if my kid was to see it, to be confused. Like, damn, daddy, what? Black kids, black men is the only one that cheats on they significant other? That is a stupid way to even play. Cause how? Cause that can happen in any race though. So then you got a black person feeding off into the stereotype with the white man. So you gonna degrade yourself in front of this white man just to make a fucking joke? Hell no, I don't think so. No.
When that caveman really wants his own kind.
Being with someone day in and day out, and you pull up and catch him with his ex. And begs for her right in front of your face.
I'm trying to, bro. You done fucked me up. You done fucked me up mentally. You doing the same shit. You doing the same shit. This is cursing.
This some Lifetime movie shit.
Yeah, I wanted to be with her. Record that shit, because I wanted to be with her.
Okay. What are you fucking pleasing me for?
Story time coming soon.
This is not a relationship with somebody else. We have not been shit for a month.
Really?
Look at what you got yourself into. You ain't want to be shit for the past month. Yo, go.
Or when you actually realize that caveman was only with you to spread deadly disease, like they did with the natives when they colonized America.
Panicked as HIV white man leaked photos of over 20 black women that he has slept with. The internet is going crazy after notorious Caucasian man released photos of over 20 Kenyan ladies that he has slept with. The man, who has been identified as Mike Oliver, reportedly lures the ladies with his skin color and a little money. Mike Oliver is said to be doing tourism in Kenya, and since he knows that the Kenyan ladies easily fall for men with white skin, he has been using them. According to reliable sources, the man is infected with the deadly virus, HIV. At the coast, his behaviors are well known, and slay queens from coast who hang around hotels and beaches looking for white men avoid him like the plague, since they know he is infected. Twitter bigwig Amrex, who champions for the welfare of men on Twitter, has advised men to focus on the girls instead of chasing women.
The hate and racism that dwells within the troglodyte's DNA is passed down from generation to generation, and it can be very difficult for them to suppress, and usually shows up when they become angry or hostile.
Did you call her the N-word?
I would like to answer it in my own way. I'll get to it within 2 minutes.
Did you call her the N-word?
Is God wrong in the Old Testament? Is God wrong? Listen to me. Just listen. Is God wrong?
See? He's a Christian man, y'all.
Interrupt me. Then you don't really want to hear what I got to say. I'll sit and
Because it's bull. It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. Like, explain
listen,
it.
You don't want to hear
hold
me
on,
talk?
Kiera.
Talk to me like I can understand you, because I'm not understanding you.
Kiera, what you're not understanding is that what people don't say often speaks volumes, and you just need to let that sit for a minute. You have the floor, sir.
Thank you. In the Old Testament, you don't hear it preached anymore, but you had women that slept with lots of guys. If you believe God is perfect, was he wrong when he referred to them as whores and harlots in the Bible? All right, if he is perfect, therefore, it is not wrong of him to say something that is true, even at the name call. Now, the day she got name called, I will tell you why I called her that. Not just how. You want to know my heart. You all don't want to know that I, in fact, called her that. It's irrelevant.
I'm the one
reason
interviewing,
was
not him.
because I went outside and told her I'd appreciate it if you get out of my wife's ears, telling her to keep leaving me, because she was crying about it a lot at home. And I said it in approximately this voice. She shrieked, got out of the car, walking up and down the yard, screaming how she hated me. I says, okay, I'm not going to be heard. I headed for the door. She pressed up against me then with her body. I said, don't you want to hit me, James? Hit me. That's obviously a ghetto thing to give her the excuse to call the police. I've lived both
If I wanted to hit you, I would hit you. You know that.
You were saying for me to
Kiera,
hit you.
trust me.
Sorry,
Trust
I'm
me.
sorry.
Go ahead.
She was saying for me to hit her, and I wasn't biting because I didn't want to hit her because I got strict rules on myself. You don't pop a woman until she pops you. The place where I called her the N-word was when she was pushing on me. I wanted to hit her. But she's a woman, so I didn't. So I did what to me was the next best thing, call her the ugliest thing I could think of.
Biracial.
That's bullshit. You already was thinking that in the first place, white man. Come on, man, be honest. Why are you trying to be politically correct on Dr. Phil's show? You was already thinking that in your mind that this nigga bitch. Yeah, you probably did. Yeah, I believe you too. Yeah, I believe you did want to put hands and feet on that woman. But the whole time, though, you want to call her all type of nigga bitches and all that shit. You ghetto nigga bitch. He said, damn, Leticia. So he was already thinking this when he married the mama too then. Yeah, I got this nigga bitch, and then I gotta take care of her little bitty nigger bitches and all this and that. He was already thinking it so he could be the dominance of the whole relationship. And that black woman submitted to all that. The black woman that already has a black daughter. So the black daughter got to go through the racist bullshit on the low. But the whole time, I feel, and this is just my opinion, that he was already like that. He was able to hide it from that black woman to a certain degree, and he did a good job because he was able to get married to her. Damn.
Children tend to be confused and suffer from identity crisis.
No, I don't know. I just have a thing for white boys.
That's interesting.
No, a little vanilla and a little chocolate. They make you babies.
Show our people how the mixed breeds help the white man to tell the lie that ancient ancient Cometian civilization was white civilization, and the race wars that took place that have created the confusion that we see today.
Okay, hold on. What that means, hold on. Here's something, this is really important. What black people have to start doing is we got to start to tell the truth about ourselves, and it's not going to always make us feel good.
That's right.
Okay? And so everything about ancient Egypt was not, this beautiful, this, that, and the other. We made a lot of mistakes. And the number one mistake that we made, we did take white wives. And because we took white wives, we began to make mixed breeds. And those mixed breeds, if you read Chancellor Williams, The Destruction of Black Civilization, page 295, he's the one who talks about it best. Yeah, the mulatto problem.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Mulatto problem. Mixed breeds would be created amongst us and how they would be used against us. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
And it has not changed.
Right. This was in part 2. Yeah, you put this in part 2. Yeah, he lays it down pretty thick in the part 2. So I'm like, damn, we did just look at him just say all this again. But okay, you made sure to let me know you put it in part 2 as well. And we did already look at part 2 first, y'all. Sorry about the mix up in the order, but it will all make sense because now we looking at 1. We didn't already review 2, and then we got the third and final one. Oh, I can skip through it? Okay. Okay, so then we could go to the part 3. All right, we on now, Leticia, we just gonna go to part 3.
Whitewashing Our Future, Part 3, Interracial Procreation.
In part 3 and the final series of Whitewashing Our Future, we will look at the history and survival of interracial procreation, fetishizing of interracial children, colorism, parental familial racism that occurs within an interracial family, also the disconnect between the non-melanated parental figure and the biracial child or children, along with biracial identity crisis. As I mentioned before in part 1 of the series, I myself am the product of interracial relations. My mother was Latina indigenous and my father was melanated indigenous to Turtle Island. And one of the main reasons I wanted to create this 3-part series, because I find it hard pressed to locate any content that gives you the perception that comes from the child that is created from these interracial relationships. In addition, I felt it was important for anyone who is considering to procreate outside of their race to have some type of content to look to prior to making such an important decision, because it doesn't only affect you and your significant other, it affects that child. I ask that you do keep an open mind as you watch the final part of the series, and I do hope that it allows us to make well-informed decisions prior to procreating, because as the saying goes, when we know better, we do better. This video was created for educational purposes only. The admix of the Neanderthal gene.
Now, really, this is going to sound silly, but this is really, really important cutting-edge genetics. One of the areas I'm really lucky I'm blessed to work in 3 distinct areas of biology: immunology, genetics, and reproduction. And on the genetics side, I get to go to conferences and hear about advances in genetics in all species. And I was just at one a couple of weeks ago down at the Cold Spring Harbor Lab in Long Island, and I learned a bit about what's being known about the genome of Neanderthals, the genetic makeup of Neanderthals. The genome sequencers, led by Svante Pabo, who works in Germany, has taken tiny little fragments of Neanderthal bones, isolated DNA, and determined the genome of the Neanderthal, and used that information to determine, using genetic methods, how long ago Neanderthals and humans were a single species, where the common ancestor was. They've also been able to compare human genomes and ask the question of whether there's any evidence of Neanderthal genes in the human genome. And they found that there is. And the amount is quite significant, upwards of 5 to 7%. Neanderthals used to live in the Neander Valley. You could have called it the Cayuga Lake Basin, but that's where they lived. And out of Africa came the modern humans, and the word the geneticist uses, admixed. They admixed with the Neanderthals. They all used to live in caves in those days like this. Came out of Africa, admixed with the Neanderthals. This was Neanderthal territory. There was another group of Neanderthal-like creatures called the Denisovans. They lived up here in Siberia, and they have their genome has been sequenced. They were distinct from the Neanderthals. And so you can find in people of European and Asian ancestry evidence of about 7%, 5 to 10% of your genome is common with that of Neanderthals. We've been separated from them for 30,000 years or so.
Wait a minute. See, you learn something new every day. I didn't know Neanderthals had their own space, like they had their own continent. Y'all know that Neanderthal was just, to me, always used as an insult to a person. I literally did not know that they have their own little section in another continent so goddamn well. This is hilarious right here.
And in some of the tribes in Papua New Guinea and those islands out there, there's evidence for a different kind of genome, which is probably the Denisovan genome. And they might have 7% Neanderthal and 5% Denisovan. So they might be 12 or 15% different.
Okay, Leticia say Africans traveling and mixing with the Neanderthals created the European colonizer. And just to think, Leticia, the whole entire time, when you heard that word, or at least when I heard the word, that was just meant for an insult. I never knew that. Damn. Like I say, you learn something new every day, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Leticia Third Eye Point of View for this.
Read Chancellor Williams, The Destruction of Black Civilization, page 295. He's the one who talks about it best. Yeah, the mulatto problem.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Mulatto problem. These mixed breeds would be created amongst us and how they would be used against us. You follow what I'm saying?
Look, Leticia, you was really in tune on what this gentleman had to say. You most definitely was. He was on part 1, part 2, and part 3. And shout out to him for his intake on the thing, or the whole situation.
That's right. And it has not changed. The ones you have to watch out for are the mulattoes. Racially, you're a double agent. You can come amongst me and say anything. Yeah, brother, I'm with you. Yeah, da 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 da. But then you also, in your mind, you know, you're not going to deny half of yourself from me.
I was out niggered, and I will never be out niggered again.
Survival of the fittest, the colonizers' attempt to combat their negative birth rate.
According to the United States Census Bureau, by the year 2042, Caucasian people in America will be the minority. By 2042, you're dealing with people whose bodies cannot sustain life. Right now, more white women's wombs are not able to hold a baby up to 9.5 months, and they're having miscarriages. So they're having more deaths than births, according to the United States Census Bureau. When you're dealing with a group of people who look at their livelihood and it is dwindling, there are actions that need to be taken. So not only do we have the black women being encouraged to have hysterectomies, but we have the white women being encouraged to have more children. You have the abortion clinics in 78% of the inner city neighborhoods, while you have the majority of fertility clinics in the rich neighborhoods. You have body parts. Black women are being encouraged to get hysterectomies, but those hysterectomies are not being petitioned to be received by trans men. It's very deep. Wow. Very deep. I know, curveball. I know.
With?
Emily B.
Emily B. Where are you from, Emily?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, that's awesome. So for you, black guys or white guys?
Black guys.
Okay, can you elaborate as to why specifically black guys?
Yes, black guys are melanated, and I want my children to survive. And I know that the only way for them to survive in the future is for them to have melanin in their skin. So that's the way for me to, make my legacy continue. Make my legacy continue. Make my legacy continue.
Well, I'll be against interracial marriages, interracial relationships, because they don't give a fuck about you. They're literally using your genetics to keep their gene living. It's breeding. It's called breeding.
A growing trend fetishizing the procreation of mixed kids.
Wait a minute, I gotta pause that point. Look at how they put so much emphasis in the white people being able to keep their legacy going. But don't that swing the same way for the black person that want to keep their legacy going? But they put so much emphasis in the white people being able to keep okay. The same thing applies to a black person. They keeping their legacy. Think about it. One hand washes the other, right? Although you're gonna catch some strays, and they're gonna look at you a certain way. You said not if they breed out of melanin. That's a good point, Leticia. That's a good point. That's an excellent point right there. Damn. Okay. Yeah, that is a fair point.
And saying, this is offensive. Why are you doing this? Why are you saying what you're saying? Like when you said, I'm going to have a black baby.
No, I just think, I don't know, I just have a thing for white boys.
That's interesting.
A little vanilla and a little chocolate. They make cute babies.
The issue is misogynoir, where some black men, not all, but some black men are only with white women because of the closer proximity to whiteness, and they put down their own women and own culture as a result. Us mixed kids need to combat that misogynoir as well as the internalized racism.
I got off on my bed too.
Colorism within the black community.
Stitch this with your best "Hey, good morning," followed by your most uncomfortable historical fact.
Hey, good morning. The term blue blood comes from the Spanish phrase sangre azul, which the Castilian aristocracy began using in the early 1830s to refer to themselves. They used that phrase to express that they had been uncorrupted by Moorish blood or Jewish blood because their skin was so white that you could see their veins through it.
Hey, good morning. It's well known that in the early segregated 1900s, the brown paper bag test was used to qualify black people for select goods and services. In order to pass the test, a black person would have to be the same color or lighter than a brown paper bag. I would be disqualified. What's lesser known is that this tool of anti-blackness was implemented by black people against one another. Biracial and light-skinned black people formed what was called a blue vein society within the black community, wherein there is privilege, prestige, and power connected to a black person having a complexion light enough to see the blue veins underneath their skin. And this inherently white supremacist system of anti-blackness persists throughout the black diaspora to this very day. We out.
To read off some colorist things celebrity black men have said. I don't want no black bitch. I'm already black. Light-skinned women more sensitive. They too tough. Retweeted that same Kodak quote. My daughter a dark-skinned billionaire. That's the difference between her and you. Beautiful black woman, I bet that bitch look better red. Light-skinned women usually have better credit than dark-skinned women. Broke-ass dark hoes. Only wanna fuck black bitches with the nice hair. Let's not forget his no dark skins allowed club rule. All the prettiest kids is light-skinned anyway, normally. With the red lipstick thing, I gotta be real. You gotta be fair-skinned to get away with that. We got some pretty light-skinned daughters we gotta raise. We in trouble, my nigga. Nigga can't stand no black-ass bitch.
This tweet has gone viral, and especially in the quote tweets. Now, I thought it was just this one little clip of this guy's family, but no, it was a pattern of the same makeup. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the jokes, y'all. Baltimore biracials, Memphis mixed, Houston half and half, the Louisiana light skin, Jaden and Jalen convention at this point. We are headed to extinction. Curry, Clay, close the portal. National Big Law Association. They integrated the league only for it to return back to its original color. White blonde mom with a black bald dad. LOL, I thought y'all supported their preferences. The prophecy is being fulfilled. Black men making friends complain about biracial light-skinned men taking over like they aren't the reason for their existence.
Yo, we need to talk about this. Just because you're light skinned doesn't mean you look good. You're not more attractive because of your skin color. So sit down. We need to break this stigma that lighter skinned people look better. And FYI, a mixed baby can still be ugly.
Friend look like Michael Jackson. Got a dark-skinned friend look like Michael Jackson.
Biracial children tend to experience parental and familial racism and colorism.
You're white and you say the N-word. I'm just telling you not to say it. That's it. So I'm not going to have my child tell me what I can and can't do. It don't work that way. I was raised.
Really?
Yeah, that's the thing. You were raised differently. This is a new generation. I'm just saying you can't say that. I'm telling you you can't live here. So how about that?
Damn.
So you tell me I can't.
Damn. She said, I don't give a fuck about none of that. You can't be here. No. Take your nigga ass home. That's basically what she's saying without saying it. No, your nigga ass can't be up in here. See, yeah, you only part white. You take your nigga ass home. Take that nigga shit on up out of here. I don't want you up in here, you damn nigga.
You're being over dramatic.
Right.
I'm not disrespecting you by telling you, as a mixed person telling a white person, you can't say that.
Right.
That lets you know you don't have any fucking love for me, or you feel What? You wouldn't feel that at all. I don't have any love for you because I don't want my white mother to say the N-word.
Exactly.
You are racist.
Right. Like, goddamn, why do you have to sit up here and call your daughter anyway the damn nigga? Right, that's her own mama. See, she thinks she got the right to call her that from the very beginning. She just didn't come up with that all of a sudden. She already been thinking that way before she was even born. That she can most definitely call. She may not have called the daddy no nigga like right in front of his face, but she was always thinking it. And look at the results. It all came out. She done called her own offspring a nigga. So you done had a baby by a nigga. So then what the fuck do that make you then? You sitting up here having a baby with a nigga. So that makes you a nigga lover. So at this point, what the fuck is you sitting up here trying to criticize your own daughter with your shit? You the one that became a nigga lover. So now you got to deal with it. You done got a swirl baby now out of being a nigga lover. So now in turn, you can't sit up here and try to now you want to shame your own damn daughter. What type of goofball bullshit is that? You playing a bullshit psychological game on your own damn daughter. All because of some sick shit that you had with the damn daddy in the first place.
Are me white and a black person? Can't say that. No.
Children who have white mothers tend to be more exposed to internalized racism and colorism because of the lack of intersectionality among white feminists.
Untouched. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Stop. Bitch, I'll whip your ass, bitch. Try it. Go put your wig back on. That's the only time you look decent. Over there. With or without? With or without? Like a whole ass man. With or without? Okay, monkey. All right, monkey. And that's why your daughter is half.
Monkey?
Okay, monkey. Bye, monkey. Bye, monkey.
Is he black?
Bye, monkey.
Leave it alone, Kate.
Bye, monkey. Bye, monkey. Go put your wig on. Stupid bitch.
Damn, what?
I will have people come over here and get you killed, so don't try me. No, so he decided to
That's a threat. You could go to jail for a threat.
Bitch, you'll get killed too, so shut up.
And that's
So
a
shut
threat.
up.
That's a threat.
You'll get killed, so
That's
shut
a
up.
threat.
I'm at his
That's a
house
threat.
right
I'm
now.
not scared.
I'm at his house right now.
That is a threat.
I know we're not scared.
That is
I
a
tried to be
threat.
nice to let Malik see Eliana, and they went out.
That is a threat.
Like the bitch they are.
That's a threat. I don't care how you come out niggas in the world. Your daughter is half of it.
I don't know what mixed baby needs to hear this, but it's okay if you drop your white mom. It is. There are so many white mothers who sit here and they have mixed babies and then they literally destroy us. My mom, ever since I was little, has been calling black women disgusting and loud and dirty and arrogant and ghetto. And for some reason, she fails to realize that I am the same woman she is talking about.
Damn. See, right there, that is a fucked up psychological warfare type of thing going on, even with your own kids. So just think about that, ladies and gentlemen. They sick way of being able to say to the black man, ha ha, got him. And not only do they, that is a big ass gotcha moment right there. And then so it's so diabolical that it's spreading to the kids. And now the kids is getting fucked with. Their minds is being all the way fucked up behind this shit right here. This is some deep shit right here. Mama pretending to be a nigga lover and go too far and have babies. Now she having all these goddamn thoughts in her mind like, what the fuck did I do? Why did I have to fuck that nigger and get babies by this nigger? Now, now all the hate and all this and that, in my own opinion, now it's just all coming out. And now, not only do you all, I believe you never liked the black man. You only did it just for, like I said, your little sick ass pleasure. It got out of hand and you ended up getting pregnant behind it. But now if you do it more than once, then to me, you just wanted it. Now, one time and you felt that way, then, hey, that's still on you because you played the game, because at that particular time, you became a nigga lover.
Fails to realize that there's no difference between us. The only difference is the slightly lighter complexion. That's it. Y'all sit here as white women and you have black and brown and Asian children, and then you literally talk about us like we can't hear you. You talk about how we're disgusting and how we leech off the government and how we're not even from America and how we don't even need to have protests for things because everyone's created equal in the first place, but then you date white.
Leticia, that is a fact too. Sometimes they do go outside their race just to spite their parents. Just to piss their parents off. Yes, that is an absolute fact, Leticia. And I done even saw I done saw that type of thing plenty of times my own self. They parents detest a black person even coming to their damn house. But just in spite and just to piss the parents on, no, they got that black little boy coming on to that house. The mom and daddy gotta be phony kicking it and hold their tongue until that little black boy leave that damn house. Then when that black boy leave that damn house, boy, they don't you ever invite no nigga over here to my damn house. No niggas allowed over here. They get into a big ass fight. Don't you ever bring no nigga over here to this house. Piss them clean off too on everything. Piss them off.
White supremacists and bring them into our own fucking houses. And you expect us to be comfortable. You expect us to be comfortable with your husbands that wear Trump hats. You expect us to be happy and accepting that you want to go out for shots of tequila and make fun of every man in the room and say, I bet his name is Juan. I don't find that funny. I don't find the joke in that. To make fun of everybody's fucking race except your kid because you, for some reason, have the capacity to think that they're different, to think that they are you, when they have never been a part of you in the fucking first place. I don't get it. I don't get how y'all can pretend that your kids don't hear and then be absolutely baffled when they finally do. And they finally don't want to be around you. So for the kids that have grown up in environments in the exact same that I have, I don't care if you're afraid of not having parents. I'm afraid of having a parent that can't even see who I am when I'm looking them right in the face. And the fact that I don't even have a parent that knows who I am, it's pretty much like having none anyways.
It's the shocking moment a white woman said this to a black bakery worker in New York City.
Hi. Okay, I think, yeah, we
The video recorded by bystanders showing.
Half black, half white, and I have very, very curly hair. It's not done now, but here's a photo of me where I look much better. But growing up, my mom just had no idea what to do with my hair, and so here are a few of my school photos to show you. So the first hairstyle that we have is putting my hair into pigtails and then adding smaller braids because my hair was just too thick to just have a normal pigtail style. The next one would be putting my hair up in a bun and doing one of these weird like hair pieces because my hair was just too hard to control that I had to use fake hair. But the best one of all, guys, I have curly hair. It's not meant to be straightened. And she let me go to school picture day looking like a rectangle. So Mom, you tried your best. You tried your best.
Cindy. I'm a mother of a mixed child, okay? I'm not here to teach my son racism. I'm here to teach my son to be a productive member of society. I'm here to teach him to be a good man, a good human being, not a good black guy. I'm teaching him to be a good human being. That's it.
This is literally what mixed children, particularly with white mothers, are fucking talking about. Y'all raise these mixed children and children who are adopted by white families that don't understand you cannot treat your child like they are white when the world is going to treat them like the race that they are. You are only protecting yourself from having to do your fucking job. Your failure is going to make the landing that they have when they realize what the world is like so much fucking harder. You're ignorant. Shame on you.
On Facebook about neocolonialism and white tourism in the Bahamas, and here's my white family's response. My main problem is with this first sentence. Please remember that you're half or more white. That is so out of pocket. Like, how are you just gonna assume that my ancestors were sexually assaulted? Like, off rip. You clearly don't know how race works because, no, I'm not half white. I'm racially 100% black. Just like my mom has green eyes, but that doesn't mean I'm half green eyed. My experience is black. That's all I know. I won't be half denied a job. I won't be half murdered by the police. I am Black. That's it.
When I say that interracial relationships and multiracial people will not solve racism in the US, this is what I mean. Some parents of multiracial Black children have often otherized their children and otherized and fetishized their romantic partners to such an extent that they no longer see them as racialized people with racialized experiences. And this is not to say that they have graduated to a post-racial ideology or to colorblindness, but it is to say that they have made decisions to ignore racialized experiences and the racialized identities of people that they claim to love, to prioritize their own comfort in having to deal with and talk about race and racism. If you are a parent to any child, and especially a child of color, raising them as raceless will only ill-prepare them for a world that is racialized and is much less.
I agree. But you know where it all starts from, in my opinion, y'all, and I'm just going to be honest with you. Again, having self-respect for your own self. Having pride within yourself as a Black person. Not to accept anything less but respect. Because guess what? At the end of the day, it is, everybody has the right to be with and date who they want to date. But you still, at the end of the day, have to have self-respect and not allow anyone, under no circumstances, demeanor your character as far as who you are. And once that happens, it's like they don't have any respect for you at that point. At least that's just the way I see it.
Forgiving. From one white person to another. It is not enough to raise your mixed child colorblind, because although you can tell them you don't see color, love looks no different way, there is going to be somebody that looks at your child and sees their color. And what are you going to do that day? Non-white spaces, they have similar talks about how to keep themselves of that particular race safe. And it's usually initiated by their parents. And so I want to ask, are you going to have that conversation with your kid before anything happens?
Urban Black Kid Edition. Put a finger down if you've met one of your friend's family before and turned out that their parents were racist. Put a finger down if you did not understand Black culture references growing up because you didn't have any Black friends. Put a finger down if you've had friends compare their tan to your Black skin after spring break. Put a finger down if you've been called an Oreo. Put a finger down if they've said you sounded white because you speak proper. Put a finger down if you have to be more cautious than your friends about typical suburban mischief. Put a finger down if people assume you're good at sports because you're Black. Put a finger down if everyone looks at you to demonstrate new dance crazes because you're Black. I'm not Chris Brown. Put a finger down if people dial up their slang when they talk to you. Put a finger down if they've stared at you during history class when we talk about slang.
You know what? As crazy as this gonna sound to y'all, I got to tell y'all this, right? For the longest, if I heard a Black man sitting up here talking real proper like a white man, I did not have no respect for him, right? Because I felt like they just wanted to be so much so a white man instead of being having pride about being a Black man, right? Not for real. But then I had to realize once I got in certain neighborhoods, if your family, if your Black family was well off and they was able to move into them suburbs where it's, you know, it costs to be up in there, they basically adapt into the situation in their area where they is, right? They probably not around a lot of Black folks pretty much in most times in these suburbs, right? They're around white people. So they pick up their lingo, whatever the case. Now, yeah, they hear Black people on the radio, on the internet, or whatever the case may be, but their culture where they be at is predominantly white people. So quite naturally, they're going to be talking like a white person. You feel what I'm saying? I couldn't judge that because, you know, now if they was the type of Black kids that had the best of both worlds, was able to be around their own and still be around white people, then maybe that change. Maybe it don't, right? Maybe it don't. But I just, in my own way, I had a problem with that, though. I had a problem with that. But my mind had to open up to the fact that instead of me looking at it a certain way, understand on why they talk the way they talk. it's the environment that they in. If you ain't around a lot of black people, they sitting up talking in Ebonics or talking to, our normal slang, then of course they're gonna follow the trend. And that just, it's kind of, it is what it is when it comes to that. So I had to understand that at first. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end, I'm like, come on, man, you black, you show you black. You talking just like a white man. Like, why is you talking like that? Whole time, that's what they've been around all their life. So that's all they know.
Slavery, and put a finger down if you feel the constant pressure to represent your entire race and not just yourself.
Biracial identity and cultural crisis.
Elementary school, I remember telling people that I was white. I never said black. And if people asked, I would say, oh, well, white and black. I would always put white first. And I hated my hair. I hated it.
Thank you. 4C can suck my ass. That's what 4C can do. 4C can, I don't know what. 4C can bend over and lick my ass. Good luck trying to finger comb it. Good luck trying to put a wide tooth through it the first couple of minutes. Jesus Christ. Why even if God was like, let me get this bitch 4C hair just so that she can grow bald? You know what I mean? My shit falls. I never actually look bald. But my shit falls out. Maybe because it seems like a lot of hair's coming out. But when I take my when I comb, take out my braids, brush, so much hair. Bitch, so much hair. And I make these little, sometimes it's fun because I make these little balls. I'll take my hair, right? And I'll be finger combing it in the shower or whatever. And then the line will come off. So I take it off my fingers, take it off, put it in my hand and roll it into a ball. And by the end of the 3-hour shower that I've taken, I have a little community of little perfect spherical hairballs. Isn't that yummy? Cody can suck my dick. I fucking hate this shit, bro. It's not fun. I'll leave my hair. There's probably a 1-inch layer thick of residue, buildup, oil, all of myself. I'm a nasty bitch. I don't touch my fucking hair. Yes, you take the hair and you let it wet in the shower, you stick it on the wall. Bitch, I love it. What the fuck is there to love about my fucking scalp feeling like it's on fire all the time after I take my fucking braids out? Fuck that. Fuck that.
My family tried to raise me with some context of where Black people were situated within the world. I still really, really struggled with my own identity for a very long time and understanding that the world was judging me every which way because of my race and because of particularly how I looked in relationship to my race. So I have 2 instances. The first one was when I tried to be a model and I got every single microaggression that gets levied at Black women. My hair wasn't right, my eyebrows weren't right, my nose wasn't right, my face shape wasn't right. I am a very light-skinned, mixed-race woman, and
Okay, AC say, I get that he was around white people for all his life. I get that. But however, for these guys to talk down on their own people, they need to stop with the bullshit. Think about it this way too. They was around them enough. And look, that's another way that of warfare that they didn't try to do. They done told Black folks that in order for you to raise your kids, you got to come to the suburbs where it's quiet at, and a lot of, and white folks is there, basically because it's nicer, which in fact, all that could be true too, right? But I kind of disagree with that. Yeah, and yes and no. Because I feel like a Black kid, whether you a kid, it don't matter what area you live in, you supposed to always have a connection with your own culture, no matter what. Now, just you being around your mom and your dad, that's cool, but you need that connection with your counterparts as well. You feel what I'm saying? So if they already in their environment, they keep hearing white people talk about Black folks and this and that and the third, and they not around Black folks like them in the neighborhood, then they fall subjected to all of what the white folks saying about Black folks, and they just gonna look at it the way that in their environment and what they listening to, they gonna feed right into it. I'm not saying it's right but I understand why they say the things that they say about their own kind, because in their mind, they figure like all black people shouldn't be that way. You feel what I'm saying? Now, whether you agree with how they bring their message or not, that's on you. But like, I don't criticize them too harshly, because you have to take in accountability that it's maybe the environment that they lived in and how things were structured. They was around white people saying certain things. Shit, hell, you look at the Fresh Prince, that new revised the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You feel what I'm saying? When you had the little white boy sitting up here singing one of the songs, and he say nigga and whatever, and then Will had a problem with that, but Carlton didn't have a problem with it. If you remember that episode, Carlton didn't have a problem with. Carlton was singing that song with the white man and everything, with the little white boy too. And he said nigga, he was right there. Yeah, nigga. Whole time, Will had a problem with it and had to intervene. But then, you know, he looked at Carlton like, damn, bro, you don't have a problem with this white man just saying that? That's what I'm saying. I get it, Carlos. I get it. You should never be that goddamn cool to think that you a white dude and you gonna be screaming. No. You ain't gonna inadvertently do that. Now I can respect it more if you just come out the whiff and just call a motherfucker nigga and you keep that same energy. Then I can respect it then. But you inadvertently singing the goddamn song, nigga, hey, hi, nigga, and he enjoying it, and you a black man sitting up there just, no, I'm not even gonna play them type of games right there now. Even though that word, now I will say this, even though I ain't sitting up here getting all caught up, yeah, Leticia, it's an episode, I'm telling you that episode was powerful. That episode was powerful as hell, Leticia. I'm telling you. I want to say, I'm trying to think of the network that it plays on. I'll come up with it and I'll let you know. Cause yeah, that episode is powerful. The reboot of the Fresh Prince, yeah, you will get addicted. You will mess around and start binge watching it because it is addictive.
So that's why it's like the successful people that you name it, they can't really speak on it because it's not acceptable to speak on it. You know what I'm saying? They take it as like you trying to compare your struggles to another racist struggles or anything. Like it's not about that. It's just I'm mulatto and I'm telling you about my experience. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand that. And I feel like if you don't understand that, then maybe it's just a conversation.
That's what.
Up, I put down African American on any papers that required me to classify myself into one single race. My only other.
Now, you know what's sad about that though, Carlos? Now, when you at the workplace, I don't even like to play like that and be saying that word at all, period, because I don't want to give them the opportunity to think that they could just actually at free will just say that word, right? At the workplace. Because, see, I'm not sitting up here thinking about calling no white man no cracker or no peckerwood, pause. I'm not thinking about no shit like that. And you never know. Look, you hear a song, you get the rapping in or whatever, and then matter of fact, I don't even like to play it all to even say that word at all. I don't, when I'm at work, I keep it professional. I do not say that word out my mouth at all because I don't want to give them a way out for them to even say it to me. Or they think it's cool because I'm rapping about it, you know, hey, no. I'm not no young dude like that sit up here and think that type of thing is cool. At the workplace. Now, if I'm out somewhere in the public, I don't give a shit. I know that shit and keep it moving. But it's different when it's at the workplace. Because again, I ain't thinking about sitting up calling no white man out his name. I'm just saying, I don't want them to have a way out to be. I get what you're saying. I just don't want to give nobody no no way out for them to be able to call me that in adult. I can't. Yeah, I know, head nigga in charge. Yeah, I know, Carlos.
Your option was to define myself as other. And that to me felt very degrading and dehumanizing to do. So why would anybody want that? Why would anybody want to be seen as other and to view themselves as other?
You recently shared that, and this is your quote, being a biracial woman has given me.
No, I get it, Carlos. I get it. You know, I mean, look, to each his own. I'm not tripping about it. Look, you do it the way you do it. I get it, but you know, I just want the respect level to be right then and there in the gate. I don't want to give nobody no way out to think that they could disrespect me by calling me that at the workplace, because then it's going to be a problem. Okay? We're not in no public place somewhere else outside of the job when you say something like that. Yes, I can completely ignore that. But what you ain't going to get away with doing is actually doing that type of thing at the job. Hey, if I want to even listen to that type of music, I better put on some headphones, because again, I don't want to give them a way to be able to be disrespectful towards me, to think that that's cool at the workplace. I'm only talking about the workplace, Carlos. I ain't talking about nowhere else. Anywhere else, like I said, I ignore that shit and keep it moving. Yeah, I made my mind like this motherfucker sitting up here saying that, but I can keep it moving in a public place and not make a big fuss about it. But at the job, you damn right, I'm making a fuss about that. Shit, you lucky. Look, you lucky you the head nigga in charge, Carlos, because I tell on your ass for playing music saying nigga, 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 nigga. Yeah, I'll file some type of work. I'll file something against your ass for playing that type of music. See, like I said, you lucky you the, you know, head Negro in charge. Because see, if you wasn't the head Negro in charge and you just playing that music and then you loud with it and saying it all out, I'd have been told on you. Shit. Yeah, I'd have told on you, Carlos. I'd be like, hey, excuse me, big boss. We got this dude right here sitting up here talking about some nigga. He being disrespectful. Hey, he needs to get brought up. Matter of fact, he needs to get fired. He needs to go. Because you can't sit up here and call nigga. That's offensive. That's offensive. I don't like that word. That's a very derogatory word, boss. We need him fired. We need him gone. Boy, I'm telling you, boy, I've been told something, Carlos, boy. You lucky you the head Negro in charge.
An identity crisis that I'm only now beginning to sort through. Can you expand on that a bit for us?
Absolutely. And I think you nailed it when you said...
You gonna try to take me out. Look, ain't that a bitch? You gonna try to take me out. Hey, Leticia, we both would have been in that unemployment line together, goddammit. He was like, look at what the fuck you done, man. You done made us have to go to this goddamn unemployment line. No, hey, if I go, you got to go. That's how that's going, Carlos. If I go, you got to go. Shit, you gonna be right there in that goddamn unemployment line with me. And I'm gonna still be able to file a suit against you. Shit. If I gotta lose my job, you gonna lose some and you gonna lose some money. Cause you can't sit up here at no damn job site and just be like no nigga. You can't do that, Carlos. No. And I have a case. Because guess what? It's gonna be some paperwork and they gonna let it be known why they fired you. Because you at the workplace screaming out, nigga, 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 nigga. We don't live in them times no more. We don't live in them times no more. No, we don't live in them. You lucky I don't work there. I've been told on your ass, fuck that. Clean up this shit. You motherfuckers sitting up here, nigga, nigga, nigga. Excuse me, boss. That's very offensive. Can you please not say that word? That's why I say, Carlos, boy, you lucky I ain't employed at where you at. Because I'd have been had to come up in that office. I'll be like, sir, hey, I don't care what, you know, what your beliefs is and all that. But can you please stop saying that nigga word? That's very offensive. And if you'd have told me, fuck you, you fired, then I would have came after you in your job. Yeah, I'd have came at you at your job. Fuck that. I said it's offensive, goddammit, and I don't want to hear that word at the workplace. And guess what? They got rules about that shit. Yeah, they got rules about that, Carlos. That's at every workplace. You can't be openly racist at no damn workplace. Your ass will get fired. Shit, you better do a better job in having your goddamn racial shit. Shit, because otherwise, motherfucker, here you do all that shit. Shit. Right. See, look, Leticia, I don't care what color you is. You could be my own people. Yep, but I'm going to tell. Because, see, you setting a bad example for the rest of these low-life sons of bitches to think that they can just say it all willy-nilly. They hear you saying it at the job. Next thing you know, they join on in. And then y'all have a grand old time saying nigga, 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 nigga. No. How about I nip that shit in the butt? No. Your black ass ain't supposed to be saying that shit in front of these goddamn Mexicans and white people. Goddamn right. Hold your ass accountable at the damn workplace. You goddamn right. Fuck that. We gonna have a workplace without all that goddamn racial bullshit. We just come there to work, get some money, and get the hell on. I hate you niggas that sit up here and do that type of shit. Thinking it's cool to sit up there at a job. Nigga, 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 nigga. You doing all that old goofball shit in front of white people. And man, I don't find nothing funny about that shit.
You're stuck between two different worlds. So, I've grown up being not white enough to be white, but not black enough to be black. And all of that is based on whoever I'm talking to, where I am, the time of year. I have a friend who said,
No, Evie. Imagine that. They ain't tripping off the nigga, but if you sit up here and disrespect the white person, they gonna blackball you from every goddamn job that they can. Think about that, what y'all saying. They ain't tripping about the word nigga, 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 nigga. But let you disrespect the white man and you sit up here and call them out your name, they gonna blackball the fuck up out you. Now, do y'all see something that's wrong with that? Something is definitely wrong with that. Something is definitely wrong with that, ladies and gentlemen. When the other counterpart don't nothing, you better not disrespect. You better not, because exactly, Leticia, that's some bullshit right there. They won't trip about the nigga word, which is a very derogatory term at a workplace. It's a derogatory term whether if it's at a workplace or not. How about that? How about that?
says I'm her half white, half black friend because I'm white in the winter and black in the summer. So, you're always just trying to figure out where exactly you belong. And, I saw a meme the other day, which was someone looking on a form to tick a box and there was black or there was white. And where do I go? Where do I fit in? Where am I allowed to fit in? When it comes to emotions, what am I allowed to feel when it comes to either race? And how do I connect with either side?
And you know what, Evie? When you're younger, you don't find it to be that serious because you young, you know, you going with it and everything. You follow until you realize and you start getting older. The older you get, the more you realize that a lot of shit that we set up there and praised back in the day was just all bullshit. Let's just call a thing, bro. All that shit, all that endearment of the word nigga, yeah, if you don't understand that that was all bullshit from the start, that word is not just used as an endearment within us black people, that they use that word to disrespect and find ways to disrespect. Come on, man. Exactly, Leticia. When it's towards them, then it's very disrespectful if you do that. If you call a Mexican a wetback, you're being disrespectful. They want to come after you, but they can say nigga, and don't even worry about it. They like, oh, they just said a nigger. Hey, you're not a nigger, is you? See, they like to play that type of game. You know, the psychological warfare is a motherfuckers. They'll sit up here and say, well, are you a nigger? Why would you get mad about a word if you're not that type of word there, sir? You know, they play that type of game. You can say the same shit about it if it was a white person that you set up and threw a slur at them. Ain't that the same thing? Yeah, Kiana, you right. It is. It's a bunch of white boys calling each other, hey, man, my nigga. And they be saying it so clearly and everything. I just be like, boy, because you got some white folks that want to be black people so bad. So yeah, that is a fact.
You just wasn't never black enough. And then you wasn't never white enough. So you wasn't confused mulatto niggas. I know you niggas very well. Most of you niggas are confused. Y'all niggas always mad. Y'all niggas always find a struggle. Y'all always find something to get into. Because probably like granddaddy said, he hates your black hands. And and then the niggas you knew in your family that was black never respected you enough. So you was just always a fucked up mad angry kid. So I get it, nigga. You always mad. Kudos to you, nigga. Go to counseling.
My child to look like me. Every intelligent person wants his child to look like him. I'm sad because I want to blot out my race and lose my beautiful identity. Chinese love Chinese. They love the little slanted-eyed, pretty brown-skinned babies. Pakistanis love their culture. Jewish people love their culture. A lot of Catholics don't want to marry another Catholic. They want the religion to stay the same. Who want to spot up yourself and kill your race? You a hater of your people if you don't want to stay who you are. You shame what God made you. God didn't make no mistake when he made us.
Yeah, so but y'all, please, if y'all not subbed up to Leticia's Third Eye Point of View, y'all please sub up to the channel. This right here was very educational and informative. It's a lot of things that within this 3-part series that Leticia did that I did not know myself. So I actually, throughout this whole process of going through all three parts, I learned something my own self. Yeah, I most definitely learned something from this. Even though you have the right to love who you want to love, you do have to think about the consequences of being with another counterpart. You have to weigh in if it's worth it. If you truly love a person, then it shouldn't matter, right? If you truly love a person, it shouldn't matter about the color. You should already have empathy for anyone that goes through any type of racism. I'm gonna say that again. It shouldn't matter if a black man wants to be with a white woman or a white man wants to be with a black woman, right? You still got to have self-respect for your own self and not allow yourself to be demoralized because of love. No, because guess what? same people, black people, we demoralize. If we want to be very clear about it, we demoralize each other anyway. You have the Mexicans. You have some that demoralize themselves too. See, no race to me is above no bullshit at all. Yes, some stick together way better than others, and I can agree with that. Us black people, we have a problem with sticking with one another. Any chance we get, we jump at the chance to sit up and tear each other down. That is, in my opinion, a problem. Because, see, the way I look at it is, them white folks, you proving them white folks right once you sit up and just indulge into tearing each other down, then, you know, you make the content for them. Give them a reason to sit up and badmouth us or whatever the case may be. We can sit up here and change that, change the way we think, change the way we move. We can do it. But, you know, most of us choose this not to do it because why? We choose the simple way on now. Be an ignorant motherfucker and give them what they want. But fuck giving them what they want when it comes to that. I'm going to give them a respect. I very much respect myself as much as respecting others, a black man. In that order, EV. In that order. Now, I do appreciate y'all pulling up on me on this live stream. I hope that you guys are y'all picked up what I put down with my reaction to Leticia's third eye point of view and the 3 parts that she had with this content. Again, I'm not here to judge nobody on who you love. It's all about just having self-respect for yourself and not allowing the bullshit to come in to take you up out of your element and make you feel less than. You should feel just as important as your counterpart, regardless of the color of their skin. But with that being said, salute to the chat. If y'all truly picked up, thank you, Kiana. Thank you. If y'all truly picked up what I put down with this live stream, please hit the like button. And if you're feeling generous on this Sunday, please donate. Donations, gifts, donations. Until next time, y'all. But look, I'm laughing, but I'm serious. Donations, gifts, donations. But I'm going to leave y'all off with this drop right here. See y'all later. Y'all have a good rest of y'all Sunday now.
Yes, at a hotel. Yes, at a hotel. And when he asked me that, I'm not a rude person, but I just said, nah, I'm busy. Because you don't, as a man, you don't ask me to go to no motherfucking hotel. I haven't told one lie on Kwame. I ain't never did that to him. Kwame said I was lying about the hotel, then he turned around and admitted it, but said it was a nice bar at that hotel. Yes. Well, I didn't hear that. All I saw was you asked me to go to a hotel. Yes. And I didn't know what it meant, but I knew I said no. Did that to him. Because I'm not no fucking fool. You see what happened with what's his name? Dwight Howard. I ain't never motherfucker test me like that. I know the nigga 7 feet. Where the fuck I look like? Let this nigga hem me up in the hotel room. Tommy, I ain't never did that. I don't put myself in that position. I don't need men. No, it's not going.
You've never, okay, so you've never been to a hotel restaurant? Some of the 5-star restaurants, I'm just saying devil's advocate.
I've been at hotel restaurants by myself. I ain't tell no nigga, hey nigga, come meet me at the hotel. I would at least say the bar, but I ain't never told him that. Meet me at the hotel. I'm like, what the fuck?
I am not going there with that. I don't want to know. Look.
You said no, and I didn't call him nothing. It was just weird. You ain't my friend. Ooh. Then why the fuck were you trying to come to my house? I ain't never did that. Why did you invite me to the hotel? Why did you send me a picture of this homely ass woman talking about you started dating her because of the shit I say? And then as soon as you start getting some views on YouTube, you left the girl. Yes, at a hotel. And when he asked me that, I'm not a rude person, but I just said, nah, miss. But yes, at a hotel. And when he asked me that, I'm not a rude person, but I just said, nah, miss. I ain't never did that. As a man, you don't ask me to go no motherfucker. I ain't never did that to him.
I did not ask you to go to a hotel like that.
I've never met you.
Why are you capping on that?
I'm not gonna meet you at no hotel.
Why are you capping on that?
Your hotel. I'm good.
Why are you capping on that?
How did I cap? I've never changed that story. I've never changed that story.
Capping on that,
I never changed that story, and I showed you
to a hotel or
I never changed that story, and I showed the text, mommy.
Can I not talk to you?
I never changed that story, and I showed.
I got you, big dog. I got you. Moonlight.
I never changed that story. I didn't say you were gay or not. I said I don't meet men at hotels. I didn't say you were gay or not. I said I don't meet men at hotels.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever seen a nice bar that's inside of a hotel that everybody frequents? Is there places like that in Miami where you're from, where the hot spot is inside a hotel but it's actually a bar lounge in there?
I ain't never did that to him. So how he gonna say that I had a girl ratchet pregnant and I won't tell y'all? Let me ask you something, Moonlight. Let's just say I was nutting in a bitch and got a bitch pregnant. Do you think I should come and tell the internet this?
I don't need the visual. I don't need the visual.
It wouldn't make any sense. It would be dumb. It would. I could just go to tell these, and then this person says Tommy's lying, but I'm not. I've already shown it. I haven't told one lie on Kwame.